Will U.S. President Donald Trump's Gaza peace plan work? Before we get into what's happening and the many layers to that question, here's a quick check on where things actually stand right now. The Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, has already accepted that proposal, and the American president has extended his deadline for Hamas to respond from a 72-hour ultimatum to 4 days, warning Hamas that if they refuse, the group will face severe consequences, with Hamas leaders saying the plan is under review. The decision now rests with their leader. Widely known among Palestinians as the Phantom, al-Haddad became Hamas's top military commander in Gaza after the deaths of Mohammed Sinwar and Yahya Sinwar. In fact, the Israeli intelligence accuses al-Haddad of being one of the masterminds behind the October 7 attack. Israel claims to have attempted to eliminate him on at least 3 occasions, identifying him as the country's most wanted man. Israeli intelligence believes that he is directing operations from northern Gaza, currently the new focus of Israel's offensive in the enclave. In fact, while Hamas deliberates, Palestinian Islamic Jihad has already rejected the plan. The group denounced the proposal as a framework that only extends Israeli aggression, as they call it. And at the same time, Qatar, Egypt and Turkiye, 3 countries with the strongest channels to Hamas in a way, are reportedly urging the group to respond positively to Trump's Gaza peace plan. In fact, senior officials from these countries have held at least 2 rounds of talks with Hamas leaders in Doha over the last 48 hours. On the same evening as Trump unveiling the Gaza peace plan, the Qatari Prime Minister and Egypt's intelligence chief had presented it to Hamas in Doha, and they reportedly encouraged Hamas to accept the deal. Al-Thani reportedly told Hamas leaders that this was the best outcome available and unlikely to improve, adding that in his view, Trump was committed to ending the war. The following day, Al-Thani and Russia returned to meet Hamas again, but this time they were joined by Turkey's intelligence director. And ahead of the meeting, Al-Thani told Al Jazeera that he hoped all sides would approach the plan constructively. But he also emphasized that Hamas must coordinate its response with other Palestinian factions in Gaza. Qatar's leader also voiced concerns over the deal. While Al-Thani welcomed the peace plan, he has sought more clarity on issues like post-war governance and the long-term structure for Gaza, and called the proposal an early draft that requires more work. While Hamas studies the proposal, the conflict continues on the ground. Palestinian officials reporting that Israeli airstrikes struck the city of Deir al-Balah in central Gaza, killing at least 5 people and injuring 12. In fact, Israeli strikes also allegedly struck a school in Gaza City's suburb, killing at least 7 people, according to the local health authorities. The visuals on your screen further showing Palestinians fleeing southward as Israel ramps up that offensive in Gaza. In fact, a video released by the Israeli army showing IDF troops conducting ground operations in Gaza City. The Israeli military has said it is closing the last remaining route for the residents of southern Gaza to access the north, as it increases its offensive on the enclave's largest urban area. Israel's defense minister earlier today said the military is tightening its encirclement of Gaza City, further issuing a final warning for the residents of the city to flee further south. Amid all of this, the spotlight remaining on Hamas's response, with regional mediators pressing for agreement. The question still is whether Trump's plan will finally open a path towards peace or whether the war will further intensify. Regardless, Hamas's ultimatum time is closing.